Welcome to Teachings from the Masters with Daryl Shaun Price.
Hi, welcome. So glad you're here today. So I want to talk to you today about the concept of desire. And yes, everybody has them. You've got the desire for more money, for better health, for happier relationships, whatever that desire is. It doesn't really even matter what it is. But what is this desire and where does it come from? So let's break down once again. You as the creator and the pieces of you that are involved in that creation. You have your spirit, that eternal being that is the energy of creation itself. It is the vibration of creation that exists in all things and is pure, limitless energy. And that spirit desires harmony, desires vibrations and energies that are in alignment and complementary and unite and combine and collaborate. Harmony. You've got your mind, that beautiful, powerful tool that you use to turn energy to experiences and matter, to take the energy of creation and create a reality that you get to experience here in the three-dimensional world. And that mind has a couple pieces to it. So there's your imagination. The imagination is the ideas that come up from desires. So, and desire, by the way, is really just inklings from your spirit saying, hey, let's shift. Let's get more in alignment. Let's take a step towards harmony. But your mind takes and uses imagination to say, okay, well, that means more money or healthier body or happier relationship or traveling to Sweden. I don't know why Sweden, that just came to mind. But whatever it is, that's the imagination's role. You also have a conscious piece of your mind that is just there to receive information from what you are experiencing. I am looking at a phone right now. I am talking and my mouth is moving. I hear the sounds coming out of my mouth. That's it. It's just observational. Then you have the subconscious. This is where the ideas that you imagine the most get planted and start to grow to create reality. This is the background. Think of it like almost a factory. So you've come up with a plan. This is what I want. This is what it looks like. Here's the blueprint. You give it to the head of the factory. Say, here, I want this to be created. As long as the factory has all the right pieces in place and nothing in the way, it'll look like the blueprint on the other side. But you don't run the factory. You just hand it to the factory that is your subconscious. Your subconscious is the factory of creating your reality. And the big reason I want to talk about desire today is because I know right now, so many of you that are watching this video are saying, okay, but I've imagined these things and my reality doesn't match. I want to talk about where we sometimes get that a little mixed up. What you can do to get into alignment so that what you imagine and your reality do match. But let's take a step back. There's two more pieces that we need to talk about that are you as the creator. Your heart. Your heart feels. That's it. That's its only job. It is like the compass. So, as things are created and they don't match, your heart goes, that's not it. No. It's like the quality assurance of the product that came to the factory. Yeah, no, that doesn't feel good. That's not in alignment. And if you're really listening to your heart, it'll stop anywhere along the way before the final product gets created. You have an idea and it's not really in alignment because it's been filtered through so many beliefs. Your heart will go, yeah, that doesn't feel like peace. Your heart will go, yeah, that doesn't feel like peace. And that means don't. Let it go. Shift. If it is in alignment, your heart will say, yeah, that feels like peace. Keep going right there. Let's go. Now there's your body. Your body is what gets to experience the final product, gets to experience the reality, which is 100% a reflection of what you have done with previous desires and imaginations and energies and vibrations. Okay, what you get at the other end of the factory is a reflection of everything you put in. Beautiful, immediate feedback. So you get to tweak the process of creation so that you feel more at peace. Always. Now, here's what happens. A lot of times, you will experience something and your body gets used to experiencing something the same way. And this is where a lot of anxiety and depression and other things come into play. This is where you feel like, hey, cortisol levels are high. I'm always stressed out. I'm always worried. I'm always in fear. Your body's nervous system is reacting to something that isn't in alignment because your body always magnifies the level of alignment. Your spirit, heart, and mind are completely in sync and aligned. Your body will naturally be healthy, have more energy, will naturally heal. If your spirit, heart, and mind are not in sync, because your spirit says one thing, your mind takes limiting beliefs and says, no, we're going to change it because this is who we are and that doesn't work. And your heart goes, yeah, that doesn't feel good, but you keep going anyway. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of stress. And that stress will add up and the body will start to not function well. Because the body only functions as a magnifier of the alignment that you are living in. So, what do we do with all that information? Let's go back to desire. Desires are breadcrumbs from your spirit. And it doesn't matter what you think the desire looks like. It's more money, it's a better job, it's a healthier body, it is happier relationships, it is that vacation to Sweden that came up earlier. Whatever that looks like to your mind isn't important, actually. And I know you're thinking, well, but that's the whole point of my desire is to get that thing. No, it's not. Your spirit sends a vibration and says, hey, we're going to go this vibration. Come here. Come be in alignment. This is it. This is the happy. I'm already vibrating at what is your happiest life right now. Come meet me. Your mind takes that vibration, analyzes it based on current beliefs you have and says, oh, well, that means more money. That means I have to have $192 million. And then what happens? You look around, you don't have $192 million, you start to get frustrated. The point of the desire isn't the specific details of what it might look like when you experience it. Now, I'm going to put a little caveat on that. When you are imagining, when you are feeling desires, when you are in alignment, yes, there are times you want to imagine and actually envision being the person you want to be, having the thing you want to have with as much detail as you need until you feel it. The feeling is what is important. Now remember, everything that you're experiencing, everything your body experiences in this 3D world, everything is the senses pick up on, everything you get to touch and play with and be a part of, that is all 100% a reflection of your level of alignment. So if that's the case, and you're not getting what your idea and imagination was, there's somewhere that the alignment isn't clicking. And I can tell you right now, it's your beliefs. You have created this safety zone. So let's say your idea was, oh, it's $192 million. Well, maybe it's not that number that's important. But what you feel like when you imagine that matches that vibration of spirit. So you imagine having the $192 million and think, wow, I've done it. I've won this game. I'm no longer susceptible to society says I have to do this. I'm no longer beholden to these external expectations in everything I do. I am now free. I'm free from this struggle that I perceive in life. Ooh, that feels good. I have my own money. I can do whatever I want with it. I don't have to work for it. It's just there. I can make sure I always have enough money because I've got so much to play with. It's the way that feels when you imagine it that is important. Because when you get to imagining, and you'll notice this if you really, really start to lean in to those desires and what you think they are and start to play in your imagination, you'll notice you're going to hit a point where when you start to get too specific, it doesn't feel like peace anymore. And you go, whoa, we're bringing that back. That detail is obviously not important. Throw it out. Who cares if that happens? Oh, but playing with this money, going and buying this land, going on that vacation to Sweden without worrying about what it costs. Oh, that feels good. I like the not worry part. Staying in that feeling is what's important. And here's what happens most of the time. And I've seen this almost every person I've worked with when they first start to really become the creator again. When they first start to really lean in to deliberately creating their own life and not just reacting to the outside world. They'll get really clear on something they want. They'll get really excited. They learn to get peaceful. They learn to do some meditation. And then all of a sudden, as they get into that and they get excited, they look out and their outside world doesn't only not look like that, but it starts to look like the opposite of that. Like, oh yeah, $192 million. Oh my gosh, I'm struggling financially. I have no clue if money's ever going to come in again. Why does that happen? Because everything that exists, everything in your life that is created is a reflection of your level of alignment. And if you were 100% in alignment with the person who had the $192 million and felt that way, you wouldn't be experiencing what you're experiencing that would create the desire to have that in the first place. You cannot desire something you are. So what most people do is they start to fight themselves. Because everything outside of you is a reflection of you, of your level of alignment. That's why it exists. So the moment you start to feel internally like this new person and it feels good, all of the stuff that isn't that new person that you've already created in your experience is coming forward to be dealt with. Your mind has this little place where it's holding all those beliefs of, oh, the scarcity mentality, the fear of not paying bills, the wondering if the money's going to come in. What do I have to do to make it happen? Because my value is attached to what I do. I can't just have the thing. And so, yes, those beliefs are working themselves out and they're going to come to the surface. But what most people do is they start to fight them. I've seen this over and over again. So I want the $192 million. I want the freedom. I want to feel like I never have to worry about money again because I am that blessed. It feels that good. It feels that peaceful. Oh, wait a minute. I'm done meditating and visualizing and oh my gosh, I don't have enough money to pay an electric bill. So what a lot of people do is like, okay, well, fine. I don't want to focus on that. I don't want to think about it. I got to fight it. That's bad. It feels bad. That's not my reality. This is who I am. I got to stop putting energy on this. I got to be this person. Got to stop putting energy on this. I got to be this person. This that you created, that electric bill you can't pay or whatever it is, this that you created is a reflection of you. So what you do is you stop being accountable. Stop being authentic. You start saying, oh, that's not me, that's not me, that's not me, that's not me. And I get it, it's not pleasant. You don't want to be that person. You want to be this person. So let's bridge that gap. Here's what you need to do. When you are faced with a situation that doesn't match who you are becoming, what you are imagining, what your desires are leading you towards, and what it feels like to have your desire, practice non-reaction. Part of that non-reaction is 100% acceptance. This is me, I created it. So, let's say it's an electric bill you can't pay, but you've imagined being financially free, but the electric bill you can't pay doesn't feel like being financially free. Okay. Just an experience. It's just a moment. Calm your body first, because your body is used to working within the beliefs you've had for a while that have created this reality. So it's important you calm your body. Take some deep breaths. Relax your muscles. Just focus your attention on calming your body until your body does not feel stress. And then I know what you're going to say, like, yeah, but then as soon as I finish calming my body, I'm going to think about that bill I can't pay, and now I'm stressed again. Okay, we're not done yet. Calm your body. Next thing is pay attention to how you feel. It's fear, it's worry, whatever that feeling is, you need to allow yourself to feel that feeling, because that is actually your heart saying, this isn't in alignment. We're going to shift vibration so you are in alignment. But to do that, I'm going to have to feel bad about this. If you don't allow me to feel bad about this, you're sweeping it under the carpet, and it's going to keep coming up over and over and over again. So you watch the feeling until it passes. And once you're back to feeling neutral again, you go back to being in alignment. Okay, this person feels like this. It feels like peace to be that person. If I had the 192 million, if I had complete financial freedom, it would feel like this. This is who I am. What feels like peace right now? Oh, let me go call the electric company and let them know, hey, I might be a couple days late. I'm figuring out how to get this bill paid. It was more than I expected, whatever it is. You take action in the world because it is you. You don't fight it. You don't ignore it. This is like saying, oh, that part of me is so ugly and so stupid and I hate it. And if that part of you is never given any chance to grow, you stay stuck there. Because if you're in denial that that's a part of you and you created that, well, then you can never change it. It's always there. And this is, I think, where a lot of people struggle, because it's so nice and easy to think, I'm just going to stay in the happy little me. And yes, you are. Vibrationally, you are in alignment. That's all you do. I'm going to be in alignment, spirit, heart, mind. I'm going to let my body take the actions that feel like peace in this world, no matter what's happening around me, because I live in alignment. If anything out here doesn't feel like that, okay, I observe it mindfully. This is what's happening. Okay, if I'm having a reaction that feels like it's pulling me out of alignment, I'm going to practice non-reaction. Once I'm back in alignment, I'm still going to have this experience. And it is a part of me. And whatever comes up, no matter how difficult it is, when you're starting to really follow your desires and become a new person, the difficult things that come up, no matter what it is the exact thing you need to experience. It will allow you to get rid of the attachments to old beliefs so you can experience this. In fact, if stuff is coming up that really feels not in alignment with this, perfect, it's working. I desire $192 million. I want to be financially free. I want to never have to worry about money again. I want to be able to go wherever I want, to use that money to bless people. Wow, it feels free. It feels like this. I love that feeling. I love who I'm becoming. I love how abundant the universe is and gives me everything I want. Oh my gosh, this doesn't feel like that. Wow, how amazing. I'm having this experience so I can clear out the old vibrations that created this. I created this. I'm having these experiences so I can close this and have this. I hope this is starting to click for you guys. And you know, it is human nature, because your mind is a very reactive tool. Your mind is always trying to hit what is the easiest way to feel good at the moment. So, oh my gosh, that feels bad. We're either going to ignore it because we don't know what to do with it, so let's go play back over here and pretend like it doesn't exist. Or we're going to have to do something about it, or we're going to go hustle and solve the problem. And there's the issue. The mind cannot drive the bus. You do not make decisions in your mind. Your mind is a tool of creation. The desires are breadcrumbs from your spirit. And no matter what you're experiencing here, you created it. I'm going to tell you about something in my recent past. And it's something that kind of caught me off guard, I'll be honest. So I'm in the middle of building a couple different projects with some old friends, and one of them just kept over and over again having situations that triggered me. And I started to look at those triggers and started to beat myself up and say, oh my gosh, how horrible. Why am I still attached to these things? That's such a horrible thing. What a dumb thing for me to do. I obviously know about non-attachment. Look, I teach it all the time. And I'm still attached to this. Look at how I'm blocking this. What a horrible me. So I'm sitting here fighting this attachment, which is me, and the exact experience I need to become this new version I'm creating. Guess what? The fighting got me nowhere. It did nothing. My mind trying to fix this problem didn't fix it. When I started practicing non-reaction, just accepting this is the experience I created previously and am having now so that it can close out so I can have this experience. That's when peace came back. That's when peace returned. You are a powerful creator. There is nothing greater than the power of you. When you are living in alignment, you will naturally create your happiest life and manifest miracles. As you start to really lean into that and become the creator, everything you've already created will come to the surface. Those attachments, those beliefs, and they're meant to. You're not doing anything wrong. Trust the process. That means that this new you that you've become internally, saying, okay, let's experience this and get rid of it so we can have these experiences now. I absolutely love that you guys are here. If there's anything I can do to help, please reach out. We're going to be setting up some events very soon that I hope to see you at. As always, if you want extra help getting into the practice of living in alignment on a daily basis, go to DarylShaunPrice.com and go check out the Power of You 2-Week Transformation. Daily guidance, daily practices that help you live in alignment so you are manifesting miracles, not reacting to what you've already created. Thank you so much. Please like, subscribe, and share this episode with somebody who you know will help. I'll see you next time.